Honda's smallest SUV is now entering its second generation, and that SUV is the Honda HR-V. And Honda has released a bunch of official photos of this real design market that's headed to the United States now. But unfortunately, we don't get any interior pics, we don't get any powertrains, options, or packaging. And I don't know why Honda is drawing this release out so much. I mean, it's an HR-V, it's a boring crossover. This isn't the Type R. Come on, Honda, let's get with it. But some information about this is going to be based on the 11th Gen Civic Platform. Previously, the HR-V was used on the Civic Platform, but because that's discontinued now, it's probably cheaper just to move the vehicle up market a little bit more, especially since the CR-V is supposed to get a little bigger than last generation. So this means that the HR-V will be a little longer than its predecessor with a longer wheelbase and also a wider stance. So basically, throughout Honda's marketing, they're marketing this as an eventual vehicle or an off-road vehicle or a sporty vehicle. I definitely wouldn't take this off-road. However, it could be considered sporty considering every review of the regular Civic has claimed that it is sporty with its handling and driving dynamics. Getting to the design, we see these front daytime running headlights. They look similar to what's on the 11th Gen Civic. However, the daytime running lights go under the headlight housing instead of over them, just like the Civic does. The main feature that a lot of people will point out when they see this car is the grille. A lot of people say that it looks like the Ford Escape. Personally, I think it looks like Mr. Krabs when he had to swallow that pill.
Because I hate the pill.
And one thing to point out about the headlights is that in every picture they appear to be darkened, so it might be a similar thing to what we get in the SI or the Integra. Honda seems to like darkening their headlights for a more sporty appearance nowadays. The grille does seem to be surrounded by vents, but one thing that does concern me is that in every picture I've seen of this vehicle, I haven't seen one picture that has fog lights on it. And as we know, manufacturers tend to show the highest vehicle. The one that they're showing today is the EXL model, and it doesn't appear to have fog lights in it. So moving to the side profile, we do see a larger hood, an extended hood just like the regular Civic. The greenhouse has been extended a little bit, and we also get mirrors on the A-pillar for extended visibility, and it's one of the things that Honda has talked about by maximizing visibility in their man maximum machine minimum design philosophy. One thing that really drew my attention in the side profile is the wheels, and to be honest, I'm not really liking how they look. I think that the regular Civic definitely got better wheel designs, and the black plastic fenders don't really help at all, and it makes these wheels look a little smaller and cheaper, and it doesn't really fit with that sporty theme that Honda is going for. However, the regular vehicle is just side SUV profile. There's nothing really special about it. And as we can see, moving to the rear, we do see a rear lip spoiler, which Honda does say it's functional. We got a windshield wiper at the rear as well. The taillights do seem to be pretty smoked as well, which is, again, with the sporty theme. The rear bumper is also black as well. So, again, the rugged thing that they're going for. And the exhausts are hidden, which don't really contribute to that sporty theme that Honda is talking about. But yeah, overall, this just looks like a regular SUV. There's nothing really great or offensive about it, which I guess is what Honda is going for because, again, a lot of regular consumers are going to be buying this. And unlike us, they see cars as an appliance. However, I do think it looks a lot worse than the European HR-V. And I think the European HR-V was very well proportioned with its grille. I really like the profile. And unlike this version that we're getting in America, the European HR-V did not look like everything that we see on the road today. I wish Honda kind of just went and made a bigger version of the European HR-V on a Civic platform with a better interior, etc. But instead, we're getting this. And again, it will sell. Honda has said that the HR-V will get a more responsive engine, and I think that means we'll be getting Civic engines, which means the 2-liter that makes 158 horsepower, or the 1.5-liter L15 inline-4 turbo that makes 180 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. And I really do feel like we'll get the 1.5-liter too, because recently the HR-V was launched in Taiwan. And their version of the HR-V, which is the European version, they get the 1.5-liter turbo, producing the same output. We'll likely get an independent rear suspension. The front wheel drive will probably be standard and all wheel drive optional. A CVT automatic will also be the transmission of choice. And one thing I do hope is that an HRV hybrid will join the lineup as well. And as we know in the Civic HEV video, you can check that one up here. The hybrid has a 72 cell lithium ion battery, 2 compact electric motors, and they also use the 2-liter engine instead of the 1.5 that we get in the Insight on the Atkinson cycle. And that powertrain delivers 181 horsepower and 232 pound-feet of torque. So it's going to deliver the same power as the regular Civics, but it's going to have a boatload of torque, and it'll be more efficient as well. So the hybrid will be a win-win for the HRV, and considering the way gas prices are going up, that should sell like hotcakes as well. We're wondering, what will this new platform, the Civic platform, mean for the HRV? Previous to the Fit platform, it had this thing called Magic Seating, which extended to the HRV as well, and it allowed for a really versatile cargo platform, and it provided a lot of space for the size of vehicle that it was. So considering that this is a Civic, I'm kind of doubting that we'll get something like this, and I feel like it'll just be a regular run-of-the-mill SUV loading, but I do hope Honda will surprise us and maybe introduce some form of magic seating here. And I assume that the interior will be a lot like the Honda Civic, meaning the 9-inch screen, digital gauge cluster, Bose stereo system, those kind of features, the easy ergonomics that the Civic interior offers, and the HRV interior is a lot like the Civic as well, so I don't expect much of a change here. So this is set to launch this summer, and Honda says that it's for younger buyers, first-time buyers, and multicultural buyers. So this is supposed to be for a person like me. Like recently, I was a first-time buyer, and I'm a pretty young person, I would say. But unlike me, who went to the used market and bought a 2009 Avalon, which a review will be coming soon, they will instead go to the new market and get this. That being said, I do worry about the pricing of this vehicle. Considering this is built off the Civic platform and will likely have the same powertrains, the hatch already starts at $24,000, $365, including destination. So I have no doubt that this will be more expensive. So we're probably talking about $25,000 including destination just for a base LX HRV. If you want to add on all-wheel drive or a couple of upgrades, usually the upgrades will probably be LX Sport, EX, and EXL. We could be looking at $32,000 to $33,000 for all-wheel drive EXL, and that's pretty expensive for the type of demographic that they're trying to market this to. And I know, personally, like thinking about it, I don't really think Honda really makes that cheap vehicles anymore. Like, look how expensive a Civic has gotten. Like, you can get Civics in the $30,000 range. An SI is like $28,000 including destination. So they don't really make cheap vehicles anymore, but I guess they're trying to move up market compared to what the competition is offering. And we know that this will be pretty best in class, considering that the Civic is already best in class. So I don't really have much doubt that this will be better than something like a Corolla Cross. And we know that will sell very well because the old HRV is still selling like hotcakes. I really just hope they just get the price right on this, and that's pretty much it. At the end of the day, if it's based off a Civic, has a Civic powertrain, Civic interior, but lifted, and has more space than a Civic, then it should be a hot seller. And that's it for me. Please tell me what you think about the Honda HRV down below. Like and subscribe to the vid. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. Peace.